Hi. Oh, that was amazing. Well, welcome to beautiful Falmouth in Cornwall. I'm here on a family vacation and we've been here for quite a few days at this point. Please excuse the squinting. It's actually quite bright outside, even though it may not look like it. But anyway, for the majority of the past few days it's been raining almost the entire time. And even today it's just like 18 degrees Celsius and very much overcast. It's just stopped raining like 2 hours ago or so. I'm not complaining though, because I just got a call from a neighbor from back at home, and yeah, apparently at home it's 35 degrees Celsius right now and supposed to go up very close to 40 degrees Celsius today. So I much prefer 18 degrees in an overcast day, this beautiful British summer day here in Falmouth. Anyway, that's not what I actually wanted to talk about today, as I'm sitting here on some random wooden bench right next to some seagull poo. No, what I actually wanted to talk about today is a lens that might actually be my favorite lens for my Leica M11-P, but it's also a lens that I almost never bring with me, for the simple reason that it's a 35mm lens. And if you know me, if you've watched my channel for quite a while, you know that I really prefer to bring a 28mm and a 50mm lens, and so I can just crop into the 28mm if I want to, and then I pretty much get the same field of view as I do with the 35mm. And so 35mm lenses have kind of fallen off of my radar for a while, but if I only want to bring one lens, I still think that 35mm is actually the best option to go. So if I can't bring a 28 and a 50, I will just bring a 35mm. And this 35mm lens in particular, made by Voigtländer, yeah, this is my favorite. It's got tons of character wide open. It's super clean, sharp and modern when you stop it down, and it's incredibly compact, and it really looks sick on the M11-P if you ask me. But anyway, let's go shoot. My wife and I actually split up, not in terms of our marriage, but just for the next 2 hours or so, because our boy is fast asleep. She wanted to go shopping and I wanted to do some photography and enjoy my coffee in peace. And so yeah, I might have an hour or two to just shoot here in Falmouth. And so let's do that. No idea what I actually want to shoot or where to go, but let's just make the best of it. Okay, let's go to f2 and get that warship in focus. Might go to f1.4. Yeah, just so that the foreground is nicely separated, so that you know where you're supposed to look at. Once again, how about that? Give it another try. That's at f8 and now f1.4. Take a step back to take in a bit more of the foreground, just to blur it out. Yeah, I mean, I do lose quite a bit of sharpness in the center, but still, I mean, you can stop it down to f2 one more time. Bam. It's a nice middle ground. It's sharp enough, certainly, even with the 60 megapixel sensor of the M11-P. Not quite as sharp as it would be at f8 obviously, but usually everything from f2.8 onwards is more than sharp enough for me. And for this type of image, I mean, it's not an award-winning image anyway, so. We are on a little mission to some castle, still rocking the 35mm on the M11-P. May or may not have lost sight of the missus and the little guy, because I'm off doing my own thing, and I might just venture down this little footpath as well. Looks too tempting, cannot resist. Where are they? Oh yeah, oh, somewhere in the distance. Anyway, check this. And play. I mean, I don't know, man. This lens is just magic. Point, shoot, f8 or f5.6 in this case. Be there. I don't know. Let's go down here. I'm not planning to do any kind of off-road adventure, but might make a cool photo. Make it at least look like I've been on some kind of hike. I know it's quite dark, sorry, I have an ND filter on. The image is terribly underexposed. Let's use live view. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, so I just took a snap of this road, again with the 35mm Voigtlander, and all I'm missing really is like a white Land Rover going down this road. Okay, so been waiting here for a while now and had a bit of luck. Had a jogger going past with like an orange shirt on, which looked nice as a contrast with the green leaves obviously, and also a red car. Equally nice with the green, but no white Land Rover. Sad times really. Anyway, I think we gotta get a move on and grab a bite to eat somewhere. Well, alright then. So what have we done today? Well, first of all, the Voigtlander 35mm f1.4 is incredibly small, especially for an f1.4 35mm lens. It's ridiculous, especially if you compare it to any lens with autofocusing. In the world of M camera lenses, perhaps not so much, but still really small, super compact. So this is a great, very compact setup to just use for the entire day. You can throw it in any backpack and you have a very competent 60 megapixel in this case camera with a very fast lens. 35mm is obviously also a focal length that sits right between 28mm and 50mm, and so if you cannot have both, this is probably the way to go. On the other hand, that makes it kind of a neither here nor there type of focal length in my opinion. And so I don't always like it, and I would prefer to have a 28 and a 50mm instead, but yeah, for most situations 35mm works just fine. You can still crop to 50 easily and it's still wide enough for most occasions. So yeah, 35mm, I do actually like it. And also with this particular 35mm lens, which is a Voigtlander lens, you get tons of character when it's wide open at f1.4. Very dreamy look overall. Also a bit soft, which is not to everyone's liking, I know that. And the bokeh is quite busy. That being said, I really like it. It's not that I like all types of, I don't know, bad image quality wide open and just say that it is character, but in this case I really do like the look. This is also the MC version, which is a bit more modern in terms of its coating, and yeah, with the f1.4 aperture it's obviously still very usable in low light situations, and especially in low light where you're probably shooting at higher ISO anyway. A bit of softness doesn't really matter all that much. It gives it that dreamy look that I personally really like. Other than that, if you stop it down, anything from f2.8 onwards is like really modern, clean, sharp, no complaints there whatsoever. I really do like it. So yeah, this is the whole package. This is small, compact, light, feels high quality, looks incredible. I do like the image quality a lot. You get tons of character on one hand, but also that sharpness if you stop it down. Yeah, it's just a great overall walk around lens for basically everything. And so I should probably just bring it more often and not always just bring the 28 and the 50. I do have the 28 and the 50 in my backpack for today as well, but I really want to use this more often because it is such a great lens. Is this my favorite lens for the Leica M system though? If I could only keep one, probably. The best lens that I have for the Leica M system is certainly my 50mm Summilux lens, no question about that. But I don't know if I could live with just a 50mm for the rest of my days. So if I had to choose between all of the lenses that I have right now, I would probably go with this one. And so I guess that means that I do have to get myself 35mm Summilux at some point, or maybe even the Noctilux, but don't tell my wife about those ideas. Those lenses are in a completely different universe when you're talking about prices. This lens, by the way, pretty much a bargain, especially compared to any Summilux lens. This was, I think, 650 euros, brand new. Yeah, so can't really go wrong. If you're thinking about buying it, just do it. It's tons of fun, and I know many people who actually do have the 35mm Lux and this one as well, and they obviously, if they could only keep one, would keep the Summilux, no question about that, but they use the Voigtländer all the time just because it's heaps of fun, and yeah, looks great, super compact, all of that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care, bye.